So starting the test drive in this Range Rover Sport, pretty quick, even with this being a heavier vehicle. I mean, you have 375 horsepower, 375 pound-feet of torque. It's gonna be fast, but I have it in the command shift setting now. And the shifts are very quick. So it's fun being able to use that. But I'm just gonna put my foot into it, getting on the interstate here. Yeah, that's pretty fast, especially for an SUV like this. Just very impressive acceleration. I'm gonna put the cruise on now. And a pretty good ride coming down the interstate here. Wind noise isn't too bad, but I mean the ride quality itself is superb for something that you can take off-road. And a very controlled ride at that. I'm not having to fight the steering wheel to keep it straight. It does a pretty good job at doing that, even though it's pretty windy out right now. And for whatever reason, the coolant light just came on. But this has been through service and it's good to go, so maybe just the level was low or something. But a joy to drive these. I see why people keep them so long. They're just very nice vehicles, just expensive to repair when you have to do that. But obviously this one was maintained, kept up to date with all the service records. That's why it's still running and driving as well as it is. Now for this price point, it's crazy to think that this was probably close to 6 figures when it was first released. And now you can get one of these for a little over $10,000. Definitely a good bargain. And if you know how to work on cars, I don't know how long the air suspension will last. With this kind of mileage, I don't know how long the transmission will last, engine, all of that, but I can tell you right now, everything is running perfectly at this point in time. So I wouldn't mind buying a Range Rover like this that I know everything is working well on. And just great power output, great sound coming from the engine and the exhaust. I just feel like $1 million driving this Rover Sport. Again, even though it's a pretty inexpensive vehicle right now. And then on top of just how this one's spec'd out, love having the Lux package. So I can get the heated steering wheel, 3-stage heated seats, all the, well, the Harman Kardon sound system is a big plus. That sounds incredible compared to the stock system, and the stock system's not awful. So just everything in this, I kind of want to buy this, except the fuel economy is not going to be the best. But if you just use this to drive around on the weekends or something, it'll be a great vehicle for that. And honestly, European cars aren't that hard to work on if you're used to working on them. But if you're used to working on American cars, they're different. So I know how to work on a Volvo because that's one of the first cars I've had to work on. And then it makes working on a Ford a little bit more difficult for me. But if you find the right mechanic or you look up the right YouTube videos, you could pretty much fix anything on any vehicle. So I wouldn't shy away from this just because you're scared about a super expensive repair. Just having eBay, Facebook Marketplace, anything you need, Rock Auto, you can just pull it up on the internet and not have to pay an arm and a leg to, you know, feed somebody else's pocket. But this has been a treat. I'll definitely leave a link below again in the description of this if you're interested in purchasing, because this is one of the best examples that I've seen of this body style Range Rover Sport. And again, everything seems to be in great shape. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2011 Land Rover Range Rover Sport HSE with the Lux package.